Hello everyone. First let me say you a warm welcome. I'm genuinely happy you're here. Thank you for choosing this course and trust me to guide you through one of the most exciting creative skills you can learn right now. You're in the perfect place to unlock a new level of visual storytelling, branding, and imagination. Before we dive in, let me give you a quick and inspiring preview of what this journey will unlock for you. Because once you see what Nano Banana and Gogovis can really do, everything becomes 10 times more exciting. This course shows you how to take a single reference photo and build an entire visual universe around it. You will create a consistent character, same identity, different outputs, moods, styles, and environments. Just like a professional photographer follow you for months. You will learn 5-layer cinematic prompt formula, the creative system that gives you full control. No guesswork. You will know how to direct your subject, shape their attributes, choose lighting and mood, define style, and remove anything you don't want with clean, precise negative prompts. Then we explore the concept that make you this course so powerful. You will create complex wedding videos from scratch. Everything from breathtaking dresses and sharp tuxedos to elegant Venuses and couple portraits that look like they belong in a real luxury album. And we don't stop there. You will also learn how to design a custom wedding logo and transform that logo into a full concept, shaping it into candles, albums, decor elements, and everything that brings a signature wedding style to life. You will design cinematic portraits, luxury sets, dramatic lighting, and full shot collection perfect for sharing and printing. Next, we elevate your personal image. You will create a polished profile mood collection, professional headshots, confident lifestyle portraits, outfit looks, cinematic lighting, everything you need for LinkedIn, Instagram, websites, and your brand kit. You will even build your own PR kit, banners, hero images, media ready portraits, and color matched brand scenes, all with consistent identity. And if you enjoy role based visuals, you will love the Portrait Wizard. You can create portrait as a CEO, entrepreneur, professor, designer, athlete. Even a cinematic mafia character with dramatic, film-like lighting. Fashion lovers will explore editorial concepts. Runway style shots, magazine covers, studio lighting, beautiful portraits, and high-end campaigns. Storytellers will build entire storyboards using Google AI Studio plus Whisk. Characters, magical scenes, environments, props, and animated style frames that feel like pages from a film or a storybook. Lifestyle creators will enjoy the Entrepreneur Holiday Collection. Travel scenes, cozy cafes, luxury vacation, beach moment, and aesthetic daily life images, all perfect for social media. And yes, you will even learn how to transform your identity into animated portraits, dreamlike compositions, and fantasy visuals without losing consistency. Throughout all this, Google becomes your digital editing studio. You will refine faces and hands, adjust lighting, extend scenes, fix imperfections, and give everything image a polished, professional finish. By the end of this course, you will have these skills to create your own Photoshop, own brand visuals, fashion editorials, your own PR kits, storytelling universe, your own cinematic portraits, full creative campaigns, all from scratch, all consistent, all beautifully directed. So, thank you again for being here. Let's begin your journey and unlock a level of creativity you have never had before. Welcome back and thank you for choosing this course. What you're about to step into is much more than a simple how-to class. This is a creative journey designed to unlock a completely new level of visual expression, imagination, and personal branding. At the core of this course is a simple goal: to help you write the best prompts possible so you can create high quality, powerful, studio grade images with ease. That's why I've prepared structured prompt templates, real world examples, practical exercises, and many different categories where you can build exactly the visuals you need. Whether you want to create professional photos for your career, build a stronger personal brand on social media, generate stunning portraits of yourself in any character or scenario, even bold cinematic looks, try on wedding dresses, tuxedos, or any fashion style as a top model quality custom shoot, preview outfits, custom clothing designs, or personal style concepts with realistic accuracy. Design concepts, logos, and complete brand visuals for your business. You'll be able to produce all of it with a single prompt. No expensive equipment, no studio, no photographer. This course doesn't just teach prompting. It helps you create all your visuals with zero cost, build a strong and consistent personal brand, design custom logos and unique creative concepts, produce catalog quality shoots without models or gear, and most importantly, turn your ideas and imagination into reality instantly. This is where Nano Banana truly shines. From wedding concepts and portraits to product designs, storytelling, and complete brand visuals, you can generate anything you imagine in seconds. If you want to see how a wedding dress looks on you, explore a specific theme, or test a creative idea, it's all possible with one click. This course gives you the keys to using Nano Banana like a professional, so you can bring any concept to life with one powerful prompt. Your creativity is the only limit. The cost is zero, and the possibilities are endless. I'm excited to start this journey with you. Once again, welcome and thank you for being here. Welcome back. Before we dive in, I want you to know exactly what kind of learning experience you have joined. Because this course isn't just another how to use an AI tool tutorial. It's a complete creative engine built for modern storytellers, designers, content creators, and anyone who wants to unlock the power of Nana Banana's cinematic image generation. So, Nana Banana is one of the few models that can understand identity, preserve visual consistency, and build scenes that feel like a real photography. Throughout this course, you're going to learn how to control it like a pro using a simple, repeatable 5-layer prompt system. This isn't a theory heavy course, it's a helping and implementing guide. You'll learn by doing through role plays, quizzes, and interactive practice exercises designed to make the skills stick. And when you reach the final module, you'll get a full practice test so you can measure your progress and see just how far you've come. Now, here's something special. When you complete this course, you won't just receive Udemy's standard certificate. You'll also unlock an exclusive bonus certificate from us, a recognition that goes beyond celebrating your journey into AI-powered creativity. Make sure you don't skip the final lecture, where you'll find all the details on how to claim it. All the course presentations are available for download in PDF format. You can find the course PDF materials under each of their own respective lectures. One of the most exciting parts of this course is our AI role plays. In selected lectures, you'll interact directly with an AI teacher. Instead of just listening, you'll talk with the AI, answer its questions, and practice step by step. The AI will guide you, correct you, and help you learn the right way to get perfect results. It's like having your own personal coach available anytime.
Hi, I hear you're starting Morning Brew Cafe. Let's design your brand together. Why don't we start with your logo? What style do you have in mind? Cozy, modern, bold, or something else?
Now, let me tell you something personal. Before building this course, I spent years working with VR technology, designing immersive learning experiences for young students, especially in science and math. What I saw again and again was this: when you combine curiosity with the right kind of technology, complex things suddenly feel simple. That's exactly what I want for you here. Let's talk about how ratings work on Udemy. Udemy's rating system works a little differently than you might expect. Most courses are shown with ratings between 4.5 and 5 stars. It's important to know that on Udemy, a 4-star rating doesn't actually mean good the way it might on other platforms. Instead, 4 stars is often interpreted as a negative review and can make the course appear much weaker than it really isn't. That's why you'll often see top courses rated very close to 5 stars. This is considered the normal range for a well-received Udemy course. This way, when you see ratings on Udemy, you'll understand how to interpret them correctly and compare courses more fairly. Feel free to send me a message. I'll reply to all the messages my students send me. If you have questions or need support, please don't hesitate to reach out. To send a private message, click on the instructor's name under the Overview tab, then select Send Message. Your engagement and feedback are invaluable. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns. Let's make this learning journey enriching and enjoyable for everyone. So, congratulations again on taking the first step. You've joined a community of learners who are unlocking the future of creativity. I'll be right here with you on this journey, guiding you every step of the way. Hey everyone, welcome to this session. In this quick but powerful lecture, we're going to learn one of the most important skills for anyone creating AI-generated visuals: how to create a consistent character across multiple images. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly how to build your own visual model, whether it's a fictional character, your portrait, or a personal brand avatar, and how to generate perfectly consistent images in different scenes and styles. Let's dive right in. Alright, let's begin with the foundation, your first step, your base image. Think of this as the DNA of your character. Every future image you create will grow from this one, so getting it right from the start is key. You have two options here. You can use one of the ready-made prompts I've prepared for you, or you can upload your own photo to build a model that truly represents you or your brand. The purpose of this step is simple: to generate your base image, which will serve as your visual reference for all future scenes, styles, and outfits. I've divided the base prompts into two main versions, one for a woman and one for a man. Choose whichever fits your project. If you prefer to use your own photo, feel free to skip this step and move directly to step 2. For this demonstration, I'll go with the female version. Here's the example prompt we'll use to generate the image. A stunning blonde woman with natural makeup, wearing a stylish modern casual outfit, captured in soft daylight with a clean aesthetic influencer style, full body composition with cinematic studio lighting, ultra-realistic skin texture, and sharp detailed focus. Minimal white studio background, balanced tones, elegant posture, and modern lifestyle photography. Vibe refined, photorealistic, and visually captivating. When you generate this image, you'll see exactly what we're aiming for: a realistic, beautifully detailed woman who looks natural, confident, and ready to appear in a range of different scenes. This will be our base model, and every image we create next will keep this same identity and visual quality. And now we are in step 2. In this step, we will try to build multi-angle reference images. Alright, now that we have our base model, It's time to help the AI really understand who this character is, not just from the front, but from every angle. Think of this step as teaching Nano Banana how your character would look if they turned their head or walked away from the camera. We'll create 3 extra images: front close-up, side angle, and back angle, all using your base image as the reference. These extra shots will make your model feel more real and consistent, almost like you're giving the AI a 3D view of your character. Let's start with the first one, the head close-up prompt. Extreme close headshot of this same person. This shot zooms in on your character's face so the AI can memorize the details, the eyes, skin texture, expression, and overall vibe. You just need to copy this prompt and paste it directly into Nano Banana. That's it. And here's an important tip. If you're continuing in the same conversation window, you don't need to re-upload your previous base or reference images. Nano Banana automatically remembers your last generated model and uses it as the reference for your next image. So as long as you stay in the same session, it will recognize your character and keep everything perfectly consistent. The result should look like a crystal clear portrait. The same person, same lighting style, just closer and sharper. Now, let's move to the second one. Next up, the side angle prompt. Shot of the same person turning slightly to the left or right. This one gives the model a sense of depth. It helps the AI understand the profile, how the face and hair look from the side. The result will be a natural side view that still feels exactly like your original character, just captured from a new perspective. And finally, let's complete the view. Here's the last one, the back angle prompts. Shot of the same person, turning slightly from the back. This completes the 360-degree understanding of your character. The result is a clean, realistic image that looks like your character seen from behind. Same hair, same posture, same energy, just viewed differently. By the time you finish these 3, Nano Banana will have a full visual reference of your character from multiple angles. From this point on, every new image you generate will keep your character's look consistent, no matter what scene or outfit you place them in. Before we move on to the next step, I want to let you know that all the prompts we'll be using in this lecture are available in the attached file below. Now we are in the next step. Step 3. Generate consistent scene images. Now that we've built our multi-angle reference set, it's time to use it. This is where the real consistency magic happens. In this step, we'll generate new images of your character in different scenes and poses, but this time, you'll upload the 3 reference images we created in step 2 front, side, and back views. These uploaded references are what tell Nano Banana, hey, this is the person I want in every image. By including them each time you generate a new scene, you lock in your character's identity, face, hairstyle, proportions, everything, no matter what background, outfit, or lighting you choose. So here's how it works. When you open Nano Banana to create a new image, simply upload your 3 reference images together, then paste your new prompt. That combination uploaded references plus detailed scene prompt keeps your model consistent while allowing complete creative freedom. Let's walk through some examples together. First, the coffee shop scene. We upload our 3 references and add the coffee shop prompt. The result looks completely natural, the same person we created earlier, sitting at a modern cafe table, sipping coffee under soft daylight. It feels cozy, authentic, and beautifully realistic. Next, the luxury wedding scene. Again, upload the same 3 reference shots, then use the wedding scene prompt. The result is stunning, our exact same character, now in an elegant wedding garden with golden sunlight and floral decor. Her face, posture, and features remain identical. Only the outfit and setting have changed. Now, let's go high fashion the Paris editorial scene. upload the same references, paste the fashion studio prompt, and you'll get a Vogue level portrait. The same model, same facial details, but now transformed into a confident fashion figure under perfect studio lighting. Next, the outdoor travel scene. Use the same references again with the Italian town prompt. The result? Our same character exploring cobblestone streets with natural motion and soft sunlight, a cinematic travel image that still feels fully consistent. Finally, the urban nightlight scene. Once again, upload your three references and use the night street prompt. The result is pure movie magic, your same character standing under neon lights, stylish and mysterious, with complete visual consistency from the base model. And that's the key. By reusing those three uploaded reference images each time, Nano Banana keeps your character's identity locked while letting you experiment with endless creative styles and environments. Once you get this workflow right, you can take your model anywhere from a cafe to a fashion studio to a city street at night, and they'll always look like the same person. And that's it, we've completed the full workflow for creating a consistent character with Nano Banana. Let's quickly go over what you've just mastered. First, you build your base model, the foundation that defines your character's look, personality, and overall style. Then you created multi-angle reference images, helping the AI understand your character from every direction, almost like a 3D scan. Finally, you learned how to use those references while generating new scenes and poses, ensuring that your character stays visually identical no matter the setting: coffee shop, wedding, travel, or fashion shoot. And that's the real power of this method. Once you set up these three steps, Nano Banana starts treating your character like a true visual identity, consistent, realistic, and versatile. Whether you're designing a personal brand avatar, a fictional influencer, or even a storytelling character for your creative projects, this workflow gives you full control over their appearance and world. Now you can place your model anywhere, in any outfit, any style, and they'll always look like the same person. Hey everyone, welcome to the course. I'm really excited you're here. Before we jump into all the cinematic tricks, the advanced workflows, and the beautiful image results you'll soon be creating, I want to start with something very simple, a quick familiarity check. Now, let me say this clearly. This is not a test. There are no right or wrong answers. It's simply a small self-check to help you understand how comfortable you already are with the Nano Banana engine. That's it. Just an easy way to see your current level so the rest of the course becomes even smoother for you. You'll find the full quick check inside the attached PDF file, ready to open anytime. It contains 15 short, yes, no questions, super easy to complete. Each yes gives you 2 points, each no gives you 1 point, so you're already doing great before you even start. Once you go through it, you'll total your points and see which learning path fits you best. And here's what each score range means, explained in a way that matches where you are right now. When you finish the PDF, you'll get a score between 15 and 30 points. Let me walk you through the meaning of each range, so you instantly understand your starting point. If you land in the 15 to 20 range, that simply means you are new to Nano Banana, and honestly, that's a perfect place to begin. This course is designed to guide you gently from zero to confident. You'll learn how to use the tools step by step, how to control your images, and how to turn simple photos into cinematic, professional-looking visuals. You'll grow fast. If your result sits between 21 and 26, it shows you already have some experience. You probably played around with Nano Banana, you know the basics, and now you're ready for the exciting part. In this course, we'll help you improve the quality of your images, build stronger prompts, create consistent characters, and start using cinematic layers with much more control. This is where your skills really start sharpening. And if your score is 27 to 30, then you're already quite familiar with what Nano Banana can do. That's amazing, and this course is here to boost you even further. You'll learn professional level cinematic techniques, expert styling and composition, better control over reference images, and advanced workflows like combining Nano Banana with Google Whisk. You're ready to create anything you imagine. So take a moment, open the PDF in the attachments, and complete your quick self-check. It only takes a minute, and it gives you a clear picture of your starting point. Then come right back because the real fun begins immediately after. Hi everyone, welcome. In this lecture, we are exploring Google Whisk, an AI tool from Google Labs that helps you create visuals by mixing images, not by typing prompts. Instead of describing your idea with words, you just drag and drop 3 images, one for the subject, one for the scene, and one for the style. Whisk then blends them into something completely new. It's fast, visual, and perfect for creatives like photographers, designers, and product artists who think more in pictures than in words. So, what exactly can Whisk do? It's built for visual remixing. You can take your photo, combine it with another scene, and apply an art style all powered by AI. Whisk analyzes your images, figures out what's important in each, and then generates a new image that captures the essence of all 3 instead of simply copying them. Behind the scenes, it uses Google's Gemini model to understand the images and Nano Banana to create the final picture. If you search Google Whisk on Google, you'll find it under the Google Labs page. Click on that and you'll see a list of experimental tools. Some tools may not be available in every country. For example, I don't have access to Flow yet, but I do have access to Whisk. So let's open Whisk by clicking this button. You'll need to sign in with your Google account. It's free to use with a normal Gmail, and premium users get higher limits. Once you're in, you'll see a short introduction. It explains that you can describe what you want, and Whisk will generate it for you. Click Continue, and you'll see examples showing how you can use images as subjects, scenes, or styles for inspiration. It also notes that the results won't be perfectly identical, but they'll be close, and that's part of the creativity. The interface is very simple and organized. You'll see an arrow to open or close the sidebar. This is where you upload your images. You can add a subject, a scene, and a style. This setup makes everything easier because before we had to type long prompts like image 1 is the subject, image 2 is the scene, and so on. Now, Whisk does all that for you automatically. You can also use the button here to show or hide the sidebar. Alright, let's do a quick test. For the subject, you can either type a text prompt or upload an image. If you don't have a photo, typing a prompt works fine, but uploading your own image gives better results. The same options apply for the scene and the style. At the top, we're in image mode. If we switch to video mode, we can see videos generated with Veo 3. I'll show that later. In the Favorites tab, you'll find your saved generations. And under My Library, you can view all your images videos, and projects. There is also a ratio selector, where you can choose square, portrait, or landscape depending on what you need. Another helpful feature is the fixed seed option. If you like a result and want to make small changes while keeping the same style, you can lock the seed. This keeps the generations consistent. Usually, I keep precise reference turned on. It uses Nano Banana to keep results more faithful to your input images. If you turn it off, Whisk will generate based on prompts from your images instead of using the actual images, so results will vary more, which can be good for creative experiments. Now let's upload a subject image. When you do this for the first time, you'll see a notice asking you to confirm that you have the rights to use that image. Just agree and you can continue. I'll select this man's portrait. The AI will start analyzing the image, so wait a few seconds for it to finish before generating. Be careful with the check mark. The image is only used when the check mark is active. Sometimes you might click on the image and accidentally deactivate it, so always double check before generating. There's also a small edit button. Here, you can see that the AI generated a prompt for this image. This prompt will be used together with other images. Now, let's upload an image for the scene, the environment, where we want this man to appear. I'll use a beach image. We can generate without typing any text prompt. The AI will combine the prompts from both images and also use them as a reference. Compared with other platforms like Google Gemini, where you generate one image at a time, here you always get two images, and you can generate even more. So, we got the man on the bridge on the coast in two different versions, one closer left side and one he turns us to the camera. To have more control, you can add a short prompt to help the AI understand your vision better. For example, portrait of a man on the bridge. We generated again and got a proper portrait of the man on the bridge. Next, let's try a different ratio to see how it behaves. I've noticed that results are usually better when the ratio of your uploaded images matches the generation ratio. As you can see, you can click generate multiple times up to 6 images at once. These images has different aspect ratio. 1:1, vertical 9:16 and horizontal 16:9. Now, let's add a style to change the image from a photographic look to an anime or another illustration style. Wait for the image to finish analyzing. If you click generate too early, the style won't be applied. Make sure the image is active and the check mark is on. When we generate, we should get a result in the art style we selected. So, with only 3 images and a simple prompt, we now have a man on the beach in the style we wanted, and it's free and really easy to use. If we click on an image, we can view it larger and even edit it further. Let's pick another image we like, for example, this portrait. I'll click the edit button and give instructions on what to change. You don't need to download and upload it again like in Gemini. You can edit directly from the generated image. For instance, let's say this man is wearing a suit and we want him to wear a yellow t-shirt with sharks instead. I'll click generate and everything stays the same except the suit, which is replaced with the shirt I asked for. Let's remove the existing style and try something else. I have a 3D man character. The character is a Pixar style character. Here, let's see how the AI applies that style. As you can see, I didn't have to add the prompt again. I can still generate using the same prompt. If we click the edit button, we can see the prompt the AI is using for the style image. It's a long and detailed prompt. The result is our man in a suit on the bridge in the 3D cartoon Pixar style. It's not perfectly identical to our original man, but it's a cartoon version. Bridge and suit look similar, though the faces aren't always perfect. And one more prompt to change his suit color. So I just give this prompt: portrait of the man on the bridge is wearing yellow suit. Quickly, in the same environment with Pixar style man is wearing yellow suit. Now we have the man in a yellow suit. Let's try changing it so he's wearing just a black t-shirt. When we hit generate, the style didn't stay in Pixar style. Instead, we created the image in a more general animation style. It used our previous rabbit animation style as a reference. This shows that when you keep experimenting, you might lose your original style reference. To fix this, I'll add a new prompt to make it clear what I want. Portrait of the man on the bridge wearing a black t-shirt in Pixar style animation. And here it is, Whisk generated exactly what I described in the prompt. Let's remove the style image from Whisk and instead add it directly to the prompt. Portrait of a man on the bridge at sunset. We got a new sunset style image and the rest of the picture stayed the same as the previous one. Now let's move on to another feature. If you want to add another subject to your image, it's really simple. Just click the plus button at the top, next to subject. Then choose enter text and type something like portrait of a woman with green hair. Whisk will generate the woman with green hair automatically. You can always view the prompt details by clicking the pencil icon. But in this case, I want to use my own image, a woman wearing a green coat, and add her to the scene. The prompt is very simple. Portrait of a man and woman on the bridge at sunset. They are laughing together. And the result is great, a realistic image that matches the prompt perfectly. They're on the bridge, laughing and looking at each other. One more tip. If you want to change the image size, for example to a 16:9 horizontal format, just go to the bottom right corner, open the aspect ratio tab, and select your preferred ratio. That's it. Let's remove our Karen scene and replace the palm scene with a red car. I'll also delete the portrait of the man and keep only the woman in the green coat. Next, I'll add a simple prompt. Portrait of the woman in the street. But this time, we didn't fully understand the prompt, it just generated the same portrait of the woman in the green coat. So, I decided to adjust the prompt. Now I have the red car as the scene and the woman in the green coat as the subject. I'll write, portrait of the woman in the street leaning on the car. This time, Whisk understood perfectly, it generated the woman leaning on the red car in the street. The result is super consistent and the car looks exactly like the reference image. Let's remove the red car from the subject list and create a simple portrait again. The prompt is portrait of the woman. And we got a nice, consistent portrait of the same woman. Now, I want to add one more subject, a black dress. To do that, click the plus button. Add the black dress as a second subject and write a prompt like portrait of this woman wearing a black dress. After generating the woman now appears wearing the black dress, we upload it as the second subject. Next, let's add another subject, a yellow bag. Again, click the plus button, upload the yellow bag as the third subject and write this prompt. Portrait of this woman with a black dress and a yellow bag. This time, we got a clear image, but the focus is mostly on the yellow bag. The model's face is slightly cropped. That's probably because we're not using the 16:9 aspect ratio. So we focus more on the bag than the woman. To fix that and show the full portrait, I'll switch the aspect ratio to vertical 9:16 and rewrite the prompt as portrait of the woman holding the yellow bag. And now we have the final image, a full body portrait of the woman beautifully holding the yellow bag. Now let's try changing the background of the woman to Paris and adding some people around her. To do that, open the image you want to modify and simply write the prompt. Change the background to Paris and add some people around her. After hitting generate, we got the final result. The woman is now in Paris, surrounded by people, wearing a black dress and holding a yellow bag. And that's a quick walkthrough of Google Disc, a creative visual remixing tool powered by Google Gemini and NanoBanana. Together, they make it possible to blend subjects, scenes, and styles seamlessly, no complex prompts needed. It's fast, intuitive, and a great way to bring your visual ideas to life. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you explore how Whisk and Nano Banana work together to make AI creativity more visual, simple, and fun. Welcome! Today, we are diving into something that's both fun and incredibly powerful, learning how to control camera angles with nothing but words. No camera gear, no lighting setup, no models or props, just prompts, just language that directs the scene. Now, you might be wondering, why should we care about angles? Well, think about this. The angle of a shot is never just about where the camera sits. It's about emotion. A low angle can make someone look larger than life, powerful, even intimidating. A high angle can shrink them, making them seem fragile or vulnerable. Moving closer, and suddenly you are face to face with raw emotion. Pull back into a wide shot, and you see how small they are in the vastness of their world. Angles don't just show us what's happening, they shape how we feel about it. Traditionally, if you wanted to explore this, you'd have to go through the whole process. Hire a model, book a studio, set up lights, arrange props, and reshoot every single time you wanted to try a different perspective. That's money, time, and often a full team just to test out an idea. But here's the magic with AI. You get to skip all of that. You write a prompt, adjust the angle, and within seconds you can see the result. It's like being a director who has infinite camera setups ready at the snap of a finger. You want to test 10 different perspectives? You can do that in minutes instead of days. You want a dramatic low-angle city shot or a delicate close-up of someone's expression? No need for cranes, lenses, or weather cooperation, just a few words. And you're there. And the benefits go far beyond convenience. It's cost-friendly because you don't need studios or equipment. It's time-saving because you can experiment endlessly without waiting on anyone else. And maybe, most importantly, it's creatively freeing. You can test both cinematic ideas without worrying about whether it's even possible in the real world. What makes this even more exciting is how many ways you can put it into practice. If you are working on a film or video project, these AI-generated angles can double as storyboards, letting you map out a whole sequence before you step on set. If you're in marketing, you can try different perspectives for a product shot, say a sleek close-up versus a dynamic overhead view, and instantly see which one has more impact. Even in business presentations, the right visual angle can make a huge difference. Imagine pitching a new idea, and instead of showing a flat mock-up, you display a cinematic shot that feels polished and professional. It makes people lean in. Game designers and animators also use angles to test how characters and environments look from different perspectives, keeping everything consistent. Teachers and coaches can take lessons to the next level by creating visuals that grab attention, while writers can see their characters in a specific moment, say a hero framed in a powerful low-angle shot, or a character isolated in a wide, empty street. And for content creators on social media, it's a game changer. You can make eye-catching visuals that stand out in a feed without ever stepping into a studio. Let's take a look at an example together. Imagine sitting down at a cafe on a quiet morning, sunlight pouring through the window, a warm coffee in hand. That's the moment we're going to capture today, but instead of grabbing a real camera, we'll direct the scene entirely with words. And here's the trick. We'll use one consistent reference prompt so the character stays the same every time. The only thing we'll change is the camera's perspective, and you'll see how dramatically that shifts the feeling of the story. Here's the reference we'll keep coming back to. A beautiful woman with warm, thoughtful eyes and a gentle smile, wearing casual yet stylish clothes, a cream sweater, and light blue jeans. She is sitting at a small wooden cafe table with a white ceramic coffee cup in her hands. Sunlight filters through a nearby window, creating soft highlights on her face. Cinematic style, sharp focus, ultra realistic, cozy atmosphere. If you generate this in Nano Banana, that's your baseline. She becomes your main character. From here, every new shot is just a different way of seeing her. Think of yourself as a director moving the camera around the cafe. Let's take a look at the example prompt. Change the angle to a full body front view, showing the woman seated at the cafe table with her coffee. This gives you the whole picture, her posture, her outfit, the way she belongs in the cafe environment. It's relaxed, almost like an establishing shot in a movie. Now, let's move in a little closer. Try this. Camera view showing a three-quarter body shot of the woman, coffee cup resting on the table. Here, the frame runs from her head to her waist. You still see the cafe, but your attention naturally lands on her. You are not just noticing her outfit, you are starting to feel her presence, her interaction with that cup of coffee. And then, let's add some energy. Shift the perspective. Captured from a low-angle front view, the woman lifting her coffee cup to take a sip. Looking up at her changes everything. Suddenly, she feels strong, confident, alive in the moment. The simple act of raising a cup becomes a small but powerful story beat. Now, imagine zooming in slightly, focusing more on her than the cafe around her. You might say, medium shot of the woman smiling softly as she holds her coffee cup near her lips. This is more intimate. You see her from the waist up, close enough to notice the emotion in her smile. Perfect for telling a story about connection. Maybe she is in conversation with someone. But what if we tilt the camera above her? Let's try. Change the perspective to a high angle, looking down at the woman from above, coffee table included. Now she looks smaller, framed by the table and cup. The vibe shifts. Instead of confidence, you sense introspection, maybe even a touch of solitude. It's amazing how simply moving the camera can change the emotional tone. And if we rotate again, this time stepping behind her, you get something completely different. Rotate the camera behind the woman, over her shoulder, coffee cup on the table in front of her. Suddenly, you're not just observing, you're part of the scene, like you're sitting across the table from her. The over-the-shoulder angle invites you in. Now let's push even closer, capturing the essence of her emotions. Picture this. Close-up shot of the woman sipping coffee with a thoughtful expression. Her face fills the frame. You see the details in her eyes, the softness of her expression. It feels personal, like you've been led into her inner world. Or maybe you want to add depth and layers to the scene. In that case, over-the-shoulder perspective, blurred coffee cup in the foreground, camera focusing on the woman's face with a gentle smile. This creates realism. The coffee cup is there, slightly out of focus, anchoring the setting while your attention rests entirely on her. It's cinematic, the kind of shot that makes viewers feel like they are truly present. Angles aren't just about closeness, they can tell a completely different story. For example, side profile shot of the woman gazing out the cafe window while holding her coffee cup. One side of her face catches the light, and you're left wondering what she is thinking as she looks out. It builds a sense of curiosity and anticipation. Or flip the viewpoint entirely. Change the angle to an aerial shot above the cafe table. The woman looks up at the camera with her coffee in hand. Here, you get her and the environment all at once. It feels cinematic, the table framing the story like a stage. Want something more dramatic? Try this. Drone shot from above showing the woman alone at her cafe table in a large open terrace. She suddenly feels small, almost swallowed by the space around her. It's a brilliant way to capture themes of isolation or introspection. And of course, you can get bold with extremes. Imagine extreme low angle shot of the woman laughing joyfully while holding her coffee cup, blue sky above. Now she feels powerful, radiant, almost larger than life. Or the opposite, turning her vulnerable. Extreme high angle shot of the woman sitting at the cafe table, looking up with the city pavement around her. The environment looms larger, and she seems delicate within it. Then, push intimacy to its limit. Extreme close-up shot focused on the woman's eyes as she takes a sip of coffee. Her eyes feel the screen. Every emotion, every thought is right there. Pull all the way back and you get extreme wide shot of the woman at a small table in a bustling outdoor cafe. City life around her. Here, she becomes just one person in a much larger story. It's no longer about her alone, it's about her in the middle of life's chaos. And finally, to shake things up, place the woman on the right side of the frame. Tilted Dutch angle. Coffee cup on the table. Cinematic tension. That tilted horizon makes the scene feel off balance, charged with drama. It's edgy, perfect for moments of conflict or tension. By now, you've seen how one simple cafe scene can transform endlessly just by shifting perspective. That's the real magic. You are not just writing prompts, you are directing. Start with your reference. Keep the character consistent and play with angles like a filmmaker. Each one tells a new story. Each one changes how we feel. Once you start practicing, you'll find yourself thinking less like a person typing text and more like a director shaping emotion with every shot. Welcome back. In this part, we are going to polish things up a bit. We'll take one of our favorite images, let's say the one in 16:9 format, and prepare it for different platforms. You'll see how to easily adapt your visuals into 1:1 squares, 16:9 wides, and 9:16 verticals, so they look perfect everywhere, from YouTube covers to Instagram Reels. And finally, we'll give those images a little quality boost, learning 2 simple ways to upscale and enhance them for a sharper, more professional finish. We can choose the generated images which we like the most, and next go to Whisk to make them size ratio adapt. Now we can access the Whisk AI tool through Google Labs. Whisk AI is a powerful platform with many features. And for now, we will use its photo aspect ratio adjustment function. This allows us to quickly resize the images we want to post on social media to the platform's preferred dimensions. To do this, let's select 2 example photos. For instance, we can choose the 6th prompt I created along with one of its variations. Then, Upload the selected photo to the subject section in Whisk AI. One important point: it's best to upload photos one at a time, because if you upload a second photo, the platform will add it on top of the first one. Since we are focusing on aspect ratio adjustments, a single upload is sufficient for now. After uploading, you will see a yellow check mark in the top right corner, which indicates the upload is complete. Next, in the prompt window at the bottom, click on the aspect ratio icon and select the ratio you want. For example, I select 9:16 for Instagram Reels and then send the prompt. But wait, before you hit generate, there's one important step. If you want to keep the same character across all your images, you need to adjust your settings. Simply unlock the seed and switch on precise reference mode. This feature in Whisk ensures consistency by directly using your uploaded image as a reference. Unlike creative mode, which lets Gemini reinterpret your image in a more flexible way, precise mode sticks closely to your original character's face, style, and scene, giving you perfectly consistent results every time. And then send the prompt. In a short time, the photo, originally in 16:9 format, is converted to 9:16 vertical format, ready to post on Instagram Reels. Similarly, after deleting the old photo and uploading a new one again, make sure the yellow check mark appears. You can select one for a square format, and get a perfectly cropped image. Here's a quick reminder of common social media photo ratios. Instagram posts or carousels, 4:5 portrait or 1:1 square. Storybook PDF pages, 3:4 or A4 portrait for a clean book-like layout. Reels or TikTok videos. 9:16 vertical full screen. Using Whisk, you can easily prepare your images in the correct sizes for social media and digital publishing. Secondly, if you are also not satisfied about the resolution of the images that you get from Nano Banana, you can use the online platforms, but I always suggest using Canva app to get images with better resolution. For this example, I'm going to use a photo we created in 16:9 formats. First, I make sure the image is really 16:9. Then I go to Canva. Click the Create a Design button in the top right to start a new project. Once the page opens, I pick the size here. I select 16:9 horizontal, the presentation format. Now we have a ready workspace. Next, let's upload our photo. Super easy, either drag and drop it into Canva or click the upload button on the left and select it from your computer. After the photo is uploaded, right-click on it and choose Set Image as Background. This makes the photo fit perfectly in the 16:9 layout. Now go to the Apps menu on the left, type Image Upscaler in the search bar and pick any tool you like. I'll select the Image Upscaler app and hit the Upscale button. This boosts the resolution of our image. When you compare the before and after, you'll see a noticeable improvement in sharpness and detail. Keep in mind, since this training video is in 1080p, the difference on your screen might not be super obvious. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here because today we're diving into something both fun and surprisingly professional. Creating incredibly realistic, editorial quality birthday images using Nano Banana. By the end of this session, you'll know how to take just a single photo of yourself and transform it into a whole series of stunning, lifelike birthday scenes complete with balloons, cakes, lights, and all the subtle details that make an image feel alive. These aren't just simple snapshots, they are cinematic, editorial style visuals you could share on social media, feature in a portfolio, or keep as personal memories. The real secret to making this magic happen lies in starting with your uploaded photo. Nano Banana uses your photo as the foundation, preserving your facial features, expression, and identity while giving you freedom to reimagine the rest of the scene. For the best results, make sure your photo is clear and valid so that the AI only adjusts the environment, props, and lighting rather than changing who you are. Let's open your browser and go to aistudio.gemini.com. From there, simply select the Nano Banana tool and you're ready to start creating. I've already prepared all the prompts we'll use in this lecture, and you can find them in the attached file below. Now, let's start with our first scenario. Just copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, upload a clear photo of yourself, and hit generate. That's it. In a few seconds, you'll get your first amazing result. Imagine, for instance, sitting on the floor in a cozy corner of a simple white room with black balloons scattered casually around you. A few black pennant banners hang above, providing just the right hint of celebration. You're dressed in a sharp black suit with a burgundy tie, smiling or laughing naturally. Nano Banana uses your exact photo and reimagines it in this environment, subtly adjusting your pose so it feels natural with the balloons and banners. The resulting image is playful, approachable, and still professional, instantly conveying a relaxed, celebratory mood. The contrast of the black balloons against the white walls and the burgundy tie, adding a stylish accent, makes the shot feel alive and editorial without being overdone. Now, let's take things up a notch. Picture yourself seated again, but this time in a more editorial and trendy setting. The walls are covered with newspaper clippings, and beside you is a giant silver metallic balloon shaped like your age, let's say 43. Nano Banana takes your uploaded photo and carefully interprets the gesture, ensuring the peace sign looks natural and the balloon feels properly integrated into the scene, rather than awkwardly floating. The final image pops with energy, fun, and contemporary style, almost like a magazine editorial capturing a real, joyful moment. The metallic balloon is prominent without overpowering you, while the newspaper clipping background adds a trendy, social media ready edge. Next, imagine a slightly more polished, fashion-forward look. You're standing against a crisp white background, casually leaning on large silver metallic balloons shaped like your age. Your outfit is a slim black suit with no tie, a white t-shirt, and modern sneakers. Nano Banana preserves every facial detail while subtly adjusting your stance so it feels natural against the balloons. The result is sleek, editorial, and professional, where the outfit, props, and pose harmonize perfectly. The white background allows the balloons and your contemporary outfit to pop, creating a clean, fashion magazine style visual. Then, let's shift the mood completely. Envision a warm, intimate nighttime dinner scene. You're sitting at a round wooden table in a cozy restaurant, wearing a light linen shirt over a t-shirt. In front of you sits a slice of cake with a candle shaped like your age, surrounded by friends, smiling and enjoying the moment. Nano Banana uses your uploaded photo to keep your face and posture intact while reimagining the scene with soft ambient lighting, the cake, and the surrounding friends. The candlelight adds a gentle glow, and the resulting image feels warm, inviting, and authentic, as if it were captured during a genuine celebration rather than staged. Sometimes a minimalist, sophisticated editorial approach is just what a birthday scene needs. Imagine standing in a clean white studio, wearing a black blazer over an open white shirt, holding silver metallic balloons shaped like your age, and posing seriously. Nano Banana keeps your expression, posture, and outfit perfectly true to your photo, while arranging the balloons and lighting to create a magazine-ready effect. The contrast of the series expression with celebratory props creates a stylish tension that feels highly professional and visually striking. We can also zoom in on intimate details. Imagine a conceptual portrait focused on your hands holding two silver metallic candles shaped like your age while your face softly blurs in the background. Nano Banana shifts the focal point onto the candles, keeping your facial features recognizable but letting the objects shine. The depth of field effect adds the cinematic touch, emphasizing the symbolic and celebratory nature of the moment while maintaining intimacy and artistry in the shot. For high energy party vibes, imagine yourself standing in front of a bright silver metallic curtain with bold letters spelling BDA behind you. You're wearing a white blazer over a black t-shirt, holding a decorated white cake with black candles. Nano Banana preserves your outfit, pose, and facial features, while adding the metallic curtain, glitter, and decorations. The result is a lively, festive birthday image perfect for social media, bursting with modern energy and visual appeal. Sometimes, less really is more. Picture yourself sitting casually on the floor in a black suit with a white t-shirt leaning against large silver balloons with a clean white background. Nano Banana keeps your pose natural, placing the balloons in a way that enhances the composition without clutter. The outcome is relaxed yet sophisticated, showing how a minimalist approach can still communicate editorial quality and personality. And finally, for bold, fashion-forward impact, picture yourself standing against a light gray editorial background, wearing a fitted black suit with a gold belt and sunglasses, holding black balloons shaped like your age. Nano Banana preserves every facial detail, accessory, and stance while adjusting the placement of balloons and lighting for maximum dramatic effect. The resulting image is sleek, confident, and magazine ready, perfect for making a stylish statement. Imagine a dark studio with focused lighting. You're sitting on a tall stool, wearing a dark blue suit with a white shirt, holding a small cake with candles in one hand and black and silver balloons in the other. Nano Banana preserves your identity while transforming the environment into a high-contrast studio scene, highlighting the textures of your suit, the shine of the balloons, and the glow of the cake. The result is moody, editorial quality imagery that could easily belong in a gallery or high-end magazine. So, that's the magic of Nano Banana, turning one simple photo into a whole series of cinematic editorial quality birthday images. Each scene captures a different side of you, playful, elegant, professional, or emotional, and every image feels alive and personal. You can use these AI-generated visuals to boost your social media presence, refresh your online portfolio, or even create a memorable digital album or private gift for your friends and family. And remember, every prompt is just a starting point. You can always iterate, refine, and reimagine to get even more stunning results. With a clear photo and a little creativity, the possibilities are endless. Everything starts in your mind. Nano Banana simply brings it to life. In the following lecture, we'll go even further by creating more prompts and images designed specifically for social media posts, albums, and personalized gifts, bringing your creative ideas fully to life. Welcome back. I'm so glad you returned after our first session where we explored 10 amazing birthday setups using Nano Banana, from playful black balloons in a minimalist corner to bold, fashion-forward editorial shots with dramatic lighting. If you remember, we focused on creating hero images, preserving your facial features and identity, and transforming simple photos into cinematic, magazine-quality visuals. Today, we're going to take that a step further. Instead of stopping at a single hero shot, we're diving into the world of supporting images. or B-roll, and how to build full visual narratives. This is where one uploaded photo can become a dynamic series of images that tell a complete story, just like in a professional photoshoot or an editorial spread. The AI maintains your identity while giving us creative freedom to explore new angles, focus on details, and layer compositions to produce depth and continuity. Here's the prompt, and it's super simple to use. Just copy the prompt and paste it into NanoBanana. Then enter your age and upload the image we generated in the previous lecture, the one where you're sitting on the ground and making a peace sign with your fingers. If you skipped the previous lecture, no worries. Just go back, find the related prompt, and you can generate that image in a few seconds. This prompt is designed specifically for that image, so make sure to use it only for that one. You can find all the prompts in the attached file under this lecture. In the first lecture, the hero image showed you seated on the floor, flashing a peace sign beside a silver balloon shaped like your age. To make the scene more cinematic, we can create a close-up that zooms in on your upper body and face with the balloon softly blurred in the background. Your smile and gesture remain natural, but the shallow depth of field adds a professional, editorial feel. This is a perfect way to emphasize expression and emotion without losing the playful energy of the original setup. Now, imagine adding a dynamic drone-style angle. The camera hovers slightly above and in front of you, and you look up naturally at the lens while holding the balloon. NanoBanana preserves your posture and facial identity while creating a fresh perspective that adds excitement and depth to the composition. When combined with a hero shot and close-up, you now have a mini visual story, a hero image, an intimate close-up, and a dynamic aerial view, all harmonize into a cinematic collage. Speaking of collages, once we have these multiple angles, we can bring them together into a high-resolution composition. Picture the hero image centered, the close-up on one side and the drone-style angle on the other, all set against a dark, glossy background with subtle borders. The final result looks like a professional editorial spread, perfect for social media or even a printed portfolio. Each image complements the others, maintaining mood, style, and continuity while turning a simple birthday photo into a rich visual narrative. The same approach works beautifully for the fashion style scene with sunglasses. Here, the hero shot captured you standing confidently in your black suit, gold belt, and sunglasses holding black balloons. A supporting close-up frames you from mid-chest up, highlighting the texture of your suit, the shine of the sunglasses, and your confident expression, while the balloons softly blur behind. Then, a slightly elevated high-angle editorial shot adds depth and dimension. When combined into a collage on a light gray background, the images read as a bold, modern, and editorial spread. So now we have the image from the previous lecture, and we have another image we have just created with NanoBanana, and I want to choose one more image from our library. Now comes the final step. Let's combine the images into a collage. Here's what to do. Just copy the collage prompt and paste it into NanoBanana. Then upload images into NanoBanana. In just a few moments, your collage will be ready. It looks fantastic and is perfect for sharing on social media or any creative platform. You can always make new collages with 2 or 3 images in NanoBanana, and you will use those collages later as reference images to inspire new creative shots. Hello everyone, and welcome to this lecture. Today, we are diving into something really fun and exciting. In this lesson, we'll explore one of the most creative features of NanoBanana, dressing up your chosen male or female model in a wedding outfit and creating your own pre-wedding concept. We all know wedding preparations can be stressful and time-consuming, But this time, we're making it easy, creative, and enjoyable. If you are a bride-to-be, simply upload your favorite wedding dress to Nano Banana, and in seconds, you'll see how it looks on you. You can compare styles, check which dress fits better, or even try that dream gown you saw online but couldn't try on in real life. And of course, this works perfectly for grooms too. You can test different suits, create realistic bride and groom photos together, and see how you look as a couple. Even better, you can generate these photos in different locations, on a beach, in a forest, or with a romantic city view. In short, with Nano Banana, you can visualize your dream pre-wedding photos and outfits before the big day easily and beautifully. An inspiring, creative, and super useful lesson is waiting for you. Let's get started. Alright, let's imagine this together for a moment. Wouldn't you love to see your favorite wedding dress instantly on yourself? Let's say you found a beautiful gown online but the store is far away, time is running out, and it's getting stressful. That's exactly where Nano Banana comes to the rescue. All you need to do is upload the wedding dress image you like, then upload your own clear full body photo, preferably in good lighting and high quality. After that, simply enter the prompt into Nano Banana. Don't worry, you'll find all the ready-made prompt templates in the attachment file under this lesson. So everything is easy to follow. Now, here's how we'll do it. I'll first read out the beginning of the full prompt so you understand the structure. And then I'll summarize the rest to save time in this video. By the way, I prepared prompts for both indoor and outdoor scenes. So you can experiment freely, choose any background or style you want from the extra file, and create multiple variations. So let's start with our first outdoor prompt, perfect for a natural, romantic setting. All you need to do is upload your wedding dress photo and your model photo, that's you, to Nano Banana. Alright, here's how your first outdoor prompt begins. Use the uploaded bride's image as the locked reference for her face and wedding dress. Place her in a blooming lavender field at golden hour, surrounded by endless rows of soft purple flowers glowing in the warm light. Use the golden sun as the main light source, with a subtle reflector for gentle feel on her face. So that's the first part. In the rest of the prompt, we basically describe the style, pose, and camera settings. We say things like keep the tones warm and natural, use a soft editorial look, pose her slightly toward the light holding a bouquet, and capture it with a professional DSLR effect, something like an 85mm f 1.4 lens for the dreamy blurred background. Finally, we make sure the image looks super realistic, high resolution, and cinematic, just like a real pre-wedding photoshoot captured by a world-class photographer. The lighting feels natural and romantic, the details on the dress are crystal clear, and the background softly fades into a dreamy blur. It should feel like a real moment, not an AI image, as if you're standing right there in that lavender field, captured at the perfect golden hour. That's the magic we want Nano Banana to create for you, a blend of realism, elegance, and pure emotion. Now let's take a look at our new scene prompt that I called it Rooftop Overlooking City Skyline at Dusk. The process is very simple. Just copy the new prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, and then upload your two images first, the wedding dress photo you liked, and second, your own full body model photo. Before we start, I want to make a small but very important reminder. Nano Banana always takes the size of your last uploaded photo as the reference. That means, whatever dimensions your model photo has, the generated scene will follow the same proportions. In this example, since our model photo is in a 16:9 wide horizontal format, the generated photo will also appear in that wide cinematic layout. Now let's upload the dress photo and then our own photo and enter the prompt. This new prompt follows a similar structure to the previous one, but it's designed for a completely different atmosphere and location. It's fine-tuned to analyze the model and the dress accurately, producing a high quality, well balanced, and realistic result. After just a few seconds, you'll see the outcome. The wedding dress fits perfectly on the model, the lighting feels natural, and the overall atmosphere looks just like a real photo shoot. You'll get a clear visual idea of how that gown would actually look on you. The light will be soft and warm, the tones romantic, and the city lights in the background will add that dreamy golden hour glow. And that's exactly what makes Nano Banana so powerful. It turns your imagination into a stunning, lifelike scene with just a few clicks. We've already prepared 2 outdoor prompts and their results. So, can Nano Banana help us create indoor scenes? Absolutely! In fact, I would even say indoor results can sometimes be even more impressive. So let's try an indoor prompt with our bride and see how the result turns out. Again, the prompt contains all the key details, the scene, lighting, photo quality, and more. You can also find this prompt in the attachment file to try on your own. The process is simple. Copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, then upload your wedding dress photo first, followed by your own full body model photo. And the result? Simply stunning. The dress fits the model perfectly, the scene looks amazing, and the lighting, colors, and tones are all spot on. The photo looks like a professional studio shoot, highly realistic, cinematic, and high resolution. With soft natural light and the wedding dress perfectly fitted on the model. This is the beauty of Nano Banana for indoor scenes. You can control every detail, adjust the lighting and atmosphere, and get a clear idea of how the dress will actually look on you. Finally, let's look at our last bride prompt. This one places the model on a grand spiral staircase with an ornate railing and a glowing chandelier above a very elegant, luxurious indoor setting. The prompt specifies lighting, pose, and camera settings. Soft ambient chandelier light with a warm side key to sculpt the face and dress. Color grading warm and natural, and a DSLR lens for professional composition. And the result, simply gorgeous. The bride looks perfectly posed, the dress fits beautifully, and the scene has that high-end editorial, cinematic feel. It's a super realistic, high-resolution image, giving you a clear idea of how the gown would appear in a grand, elegant indoor environment. As you can see, the prompt again covers all the essentials: lighting, pose, camera, and mood, resulting in a stunning, luxurious photo of the bride in a grand, elegant setting. We've seen a few prompt examples and their results, and now we understand how it works. In fact, if you had a real photo and a wedding dress, Nano Banana provides a perfect answer to the question, how would it actually look on me? You can find the indoor and outdoor prompts I prepared in the attachment file. After choosing your dress, you can see how it fits on you in different scenes. It saves you both time and money, and being able to try different dresses with just one click also reduces all the stress of wedding planning. I also wanted to show a few prompt examples and results before we move on to dressing the groom. As you can see, the results are beautiful and add a completely different mood and atmosphere to the scenes. Now that we've completed the bride section, let's create the groom's images. To do this, again you just need to copy the related prompt and paste it into Nano Banana and simply upload a clear photo of the groom and select the suit you've chosen for him. Yes, our first prompt for the groom is ready. The process is very simple. Copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, and then upload a groom suit photo. You can upload a suit you like from the internet, so you can see how it would actually look on you. Here's the prompt that I called it Grand Hotel Lobby and Classic Elegance. Use the uploaded face and suit, set the scene in a luxurious grand hotel lobby with marble floors, tall arched windows, and soft afternoon light streaming in. Position the subject slightly angled toward the light, one hand in the pocket of the jacket, looking confidently toward the camera. Keep the color grading warm and soft in an editorial magazine style, avoiding oversaturation. Maintain a super realistic, high resolution 8K photographic look as if shot by a world class wedding and fashion photographer. In just a short moment, the photo will be ready. The suit looks fantastic on the model, and all the details from the prompt lighting, pose, and atmosphere are clearly reflected in the image. The quality is high, the colors and lighting are perfect, and you can clearly see how the groom suit fits. I think the result is really impressive. As you can see, the prompt specifies all the important details of the scene: lighting, pose, colors, and photo style. The final result shows the suit on you in a realistic and professional way, just like a photo shoot in a luxurious hotel lobby. This time, our groom prompt is set on a rooftop with a modern city skyline in the background. You can also find this prompt in the resources. The process is very simple. Type the prompt into NanoBanana, then upload the groom suit you like first, followed by your own model photo. Here's the prompt. Rooftop at sunset. Modern urban style. Use the uploaded face and suit. Place the subject on a chic rooftop terrace at golden hour with a glowing skyline behind and soft breeze lifting the edges of the suit jacket. Capture him standing casually, jacket buttoned, with one hand adjusting his cufflinks, gazing slightly off camera. Keep the color grading warm and soft, editorial magazine style, avoiding oversaturation. Ensure a natural and elegant pose with perfect lighting and a super realistic, high resolution 8K photographic quality. In just a short moment, the image is ready and the result is amazing. This time, in open air, the suit fits the model perfectly. The quality is excellent, the lighting, colors, and pose are all exactly as we specified in the prompt. As you can see, the prompt clearly specifies all the essential details: lighting, colors, pose, and overall photo style. The final image shows the suit on the groom in a realistic, professional, and modern way. With NanoBanana, you can now see exactly how the suit would look in different locations and settings, giving you a clear visual idea before the big day. Let's look at one more example prompt. This time, we'll upload a new suit and create a shot in a garden wedding setting. After uploading the suit and your model photo, the image will be ready in just a short moment. Here's the prompt in short. You can always find the original prompt in attached file. Outdoor garden arch, refined romance. Use the groom's photo and suit, set him in a lush garden with a floral arch, soft morning light, natural pose, and warm editorial style colors. Maintain a realistic, high-resolution 8K photographic finish. And the result? Truly impressive. The suit fits perfectly, the lighting is soft and natural, and the colors are warm. The groom's pose looks elegant and relaxed. And the garden scene creates a realistic wedding atmosphere. With NanoBanana, you can see exactly how the suit would look before the big day, saving both time and stress. Let's move on to our last groom prompt. This time, we'll create a clean and elegant indoor studio shot, simple, stylish, and timeless. After uploading the suit and the groom's photo into NanoBanana, the image will be generated in just a few moments. Minimalist studio, clean editorial shot. Place the groom in a minimalist studio with softbox lighting, gray background, and a confident, natural pose. Keep it warm, soft, and realistic in high 8K resolution, and the result absolutely stunning. The lighting is perfectly balanced, the textures of the suit are crisp, and the entire look feels like a professional magazine cover shoot. It's clean, modern, and highlights the groom's style in the most elegant way possible. Now we've reached the final part of the groom section. We have two amazing results, one from an outdoor scene and one from a studio setup. Looking at the outcomes, the groom's suit looks elegant, realistic, and highly professional in both images. The lighting, posture, and background details perfectly reflect everything described in the prompts. Now, it's time to move on to the next step, and this is where things get even more exciting. In this step, we'll combine the bride and groom into the same frame, creating a beautiful, cohesive wedding scene. This way, you'll be able to see them together in a natural setting, just like a real professional wedding photoshoot. We will combine them into super realistic, breathtaking scenes and locations using several variations. Here's what we'll do. We'll pick one of our favorite images of the bride and one of the groom, then use the combo prompt to merge them into the same scene. As always, the process is simple, just copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, and upload the two images. One of the bride and one of the groom. Here is the prompt, but I will again cut it to time productivity. Use the uploaded bride and groom images as references for their faces and outfits. Place them together in a bright, white studio with soft daylight from an arched window. Keep the lighting warm, natural, and cinematic. Pose them close together, the groom gently beside the bride, both looking softly at the camera. Maintain a super realistic 8K photographic look. After just a few moments, the result is incredible. The bride and groom now stand together as if photographed in a real luxury studio. Their outfits match beautifully, the lighting feels natural, and the atmosphere is warm and romantic. It truly looks like a professional wedding photoshoot captured by a world-class photographer. The soft light wraps around them perfectly, their expressions look genuine and connected, and every detail of the dress and suit shines with realism. It feels intimate, cinematic, and timeless, a picture that looks straight out of a high-end wedding magazine. This is where your creative journey truly comes to life, turning two separate portraits into one unforgettable moment filled with elegance, warmth, and emotion. Perfect. Now we've successfully combined the bride and groom into one beautiful scene. The wedding dress, the suit, and our chosen models all come together perfectly, just like a real wedding photoshoot. Now, let's take this lesson a step further. We won't stop with just one photo, it's time to create more professional, cinematic, and location-rich scenes featuring our couple. To do that, we'll use the last generated image, the one where the bride and groom are standing together in that softly lit room, as our reference image. Once we upload this reference image to Nano Banana, we'll start generating new creative scenes from it. I prepared a set of special prompts designed to show this couple in different, visually stunning environments, each with its own mood and storytelling vibe. So, let's continue and move into this next part where we'll see how, with just a few well-crafted prompts, the same couple can appear in completely different moods, locations, and atmospheres, all looking incredibly professional and realistic. Here's the next prompt, which I like to call Elegant Studio Embrace. As always, you don't need to read the entire prompt out loud, just copy it, paste it into Nano Banana, and upload the last image we created, the one where the bride and groom are standing together, holding each other. Now let's talk about the result. The output is truly stunning. The couple looks exactly the same as in the reference, their facial features, expressions, and outfits are perfectly preserved. The lighting in the scene is soft and balanced, creating that beautiful studio atmosphere you'd expect from a high-end wedding magazine shoot. The image feels elegant and cinematic, you can almost sense the warmth and intimacy between the couple. The lighting gently wraps around them, adding a romantic glow, while the clean studio background keeps the focus entirely on their connection. Overall, it's a highly realistic, professional quality image as if captured by a world-class fashion photographer in a perfectly lit studio. Next prompt, Indoor Grand Staircase Elegance. Now that we've seen a beautiful studio embrace, let's explore a completely different mood and style for our couple. This time, we are moving into a luxurious indoor setting, a grand hall with a sweeping marble staircase. The goal is to create a cinematic, romantic scene that feels timeless and elegant. As always, the process is simple. Copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, and upload the last generated couple image, the one where the bride and groom are already together. I already shortened the prompt, use the uploaded couple as reference, place them on a sweeping marble staircase with soft natural light, the bride descending slightly ahead while the groom reaches out to her. Keep it refined, romantic, and editorial style with high resolution realism. And now, let's talk about the result. The scene is absolutely breathtaking. The couple looks natural and connected, perfectly positioned on the staircase. The marble staircase and soft daylight create a cinematic, high-end look reminiscent of a luxury wedding editorial. The lighting is soft but precise, highlighting their faces and outfits without harsh shadows, and the overall composition feels grand and romantic. It's not just a photo, it's a story. A moment frozen in time, evoking emotion, elegance, and sophistication. Let's move on to the next prompt. Outdoor golden hour garden walk. After exploring indoor elegance on the grand staircase, let's now move our couple into a magical outdoor setting. This time we are placing them in a serene botanical garden during golden hour, capturing the warm, glowing sunlight and romantic, natural atmosphere. As always, the process is simple. Copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, and upload your last generated couple image, the bride and groom, together. You can find the prompt in attached file. And now, let's talk about the result. The image is absolutely stunning. The couple looks natural and connected, strolling casually yet elegantly through the sunlit garden. The golden backlight creates a soft halo around them, highlighting the edges of the bride's dress and the groom's suit, while a subtle front feel keeps their faces clear and expressive. The background is beautifully blurred, giving a dreamy cinematic bokeh effect that enhances the romantic atmosphere. It feels like a real pre-wedding editorial shoot. The scene evokes warmth, intimacy, and elegance. Every detail, from the gentle sunlight on the foliage to the couple's natural poses, contributes to a timeless and emotionally rich photograph. Now, to wrap up our session on creating different moods and styles for the couple, we're moving into a magical evening scene. No need to read the full prompt, the idea is simple. Place the bride and groom together in a softly lit outdoor courtyard with warm fairy lights, capturing a cozy, romantic evening atmosphere. Here is the last prompt that I called Outdoor Evening Fairy Light Courtyard. Just like before, copy the prompt, paste it into Nano Banana, and upload the last generated couple image as reference. And result is again and again fantastic. The image is absolutely enchanting. The couple looks intimate and connected, bathed in the warm glow of fairy lights. Soft lighting highlights their faces and attire, while the background shimmers with dreamy bokeh, giving a cinematic, romantic vibe. This final scene shows how the same couple can be transformed into completely different moods. From soft daylight gardens to elegant indoor studios to magical evening settings, all with ultra-realistic, professional quality results. All the prompts for these variations are included in the attached file for your reference, so you can experiment and create countless beautiful scenes. In the following lecture, we will try to create a modern wedding concept. We'll transform these images into a complete wedding branding concept. Logos, invitations, albums, candles, gift boxes, and more. You'll learn to create a cohesive, professional, and dreamy aesthetic for any wedding theme. Get ready to turn beautiful wedding photos into a fully branded, unforgettable wedding experience. Hello! In our previous lesson, thanks to Nano Banana and our special prompts, we dressed the bride and groom exactly in the wedding dress and suit they wanted. First, we created thematic and perfect shots for the bride, then for the groom, and finally, we brought them together to create new poses and thematic scenes with their chosen outfits. We accomplished all of this completely free using our custom prompts. Now, we have professional quality bride and groom photos in different themes. From here, we're taking a step further. I will select the most striking bride and groom photo and create a Always in Love slogan based on it. This slogan will guide the concept for everything from invitations to wedding products to keepsake gifts that will be cherished forever. Our goal is to create a wedding experience that is not only visually stunning but also emotionally cohesive and unforgettable. Throughout this lesson, we will explore this process step by step and give you the opportunity to bring your own creative vision to life. Are you ready? Let's get started. So, our slogan is Always in Love. And first, we will turn this slogan into a logo. I have prepared 4 different prompts that allow you to create logos in different styles. All you need to do is replace the placeholder with your chosen slogan and the initials of the couple's names. You can always reach all prompts that I use in the lecture in attached files. In this example, the initials are A and M. The rest will be handled automatically by Nano Banana. I am currently on aistudio.google.com. I have selected the Nano Banana model. And I will write my prompt to generate the logo. I will insert the slogan and the initials into the prompt, run it, and Nano Banana will take care of the rest. I chose the prompt for creating a logo in the romantic luxury style, and now I am placing it into Nano Banana. And moreover, you can find more prompts to able to generate mod logo in attached file under this lecture. Here is the prompt that led us to create a romantic and luxury type logo. Design an elegant and romantic wedding logo for the slogan Always in Love. Use interlocking serif initials, for example, A and M, as a center monogram surrounded by delicate floral line art that conveys softness and romance. Apply a luxurious gold foil or embossed effect for the initials and floral details. The overall style should be airy, sophisticated, and timeless. For now, I will not read all the prompt. You can find it in the attached file. Okay, we got the soft and lovely logo. This lovely logo for the slogan Always in Love was carefully crafted using the Nano Banana model. The design perfectly captures the essence of the slogan. Short, poetic, and romantic. Interlocking serif initials, for example, A and M, take center stage, surrounded by delicate floral line art. The initials and floral details are highlighted with a gold foil or embossed effect, creating a sense of elegance and luxury. The color palette features soft pastel tones, giving the design a dreamy romantic atmosphere, as if bathed in golden hour light or gentle daylight. This logo is not only visually refined but also designed to sit naturally on products such as invitations, albums, candles, or other wedding items. Overall, our logo is perfect for garden weddings, vineyard setups, or cozy outdoor venues. Thanks to Nano Banana, this design merges creative imagination with realistic detail, blending modern aesthetics with timeless romance. Now that we've created our logo, we can place it as a mock-up on the wedding products we'll be using. This allows us to see how the design will look in real life and also helps a lot with the wedding preparations. For example, we can preview how our logo appears on invitations, albums, candles, bottles, or gift boxes, checking color harmony, size, and overall aesthetics in advance. This way, we can ensure a cohesive look across all items and prepare a more polished and elegant presentation for the wedding day. Now we are again in Nano Banana and we just upload our logo at first. Here is the wedding album cover mockup prompt. Create a mockup of a luxurious wedding album cover featuring the Always in Love logo. Centralize the interlocking serif initials A and M with delicate floral line art encircling them. Apply a gold foil or emboss effect on the initials and floral details. The album cover should have soft pastel background tones, blush, ivory, mint, with a dreamy golden hour light effect. Ensure the layout feels airy, romantic, and elegant, suitable for a garden or vineyard wedding. And the result is fantastic. Thanks to Nano Banana, we've created a perfectly suited album cover for our wedding concept. I think it's truly ideal for both the slogan and the logo. Using a white background with the logo mockup makes the design look elegant and clean. Seeing this album and logo as an example feels like we already have it in hand. It gives us inspiration to create the actual items in real life. It really evokes a romantic and sophisticated feeling. Next, we have our wedding invitation. We're going to create a mock-up to see how the logo looks on the invitation. I prepared a prompt for this and I'm excited to see if it can generate a beautiful, elegant invitation just as we imagine. Of course, details like the wedding date, time, and venue vary for everyone, so you can customize the prompt with your own information to create a fully personalized and complete invitation. All you need to do is include these details in the prompt. Now we are again in Nana Banana and we just upload our logo at first. Here's the wedding invitation mockup prompt. We've prepared to create the invitation. Generate a realistic wedding invitation mockup displaying the Always in Love logo. Use interlocking serif initials A and M, surrounded by thin floral line art. Apply a luxurious gold foil effect on the monogram and subtle pastel accents on the invitation background. I am cutting the rest of the prompt to save time. You can find the complete original prompt in the attached file referenced in this lecture, and you're free to upgrade or change any of the details according to your own preferences. And here is the result. A stunning invitation has been created. The Always in Love logo stands out with elegant interlocking serif initials A and M and delicate floral line art. The gold foil effect on the monogram adds a luxurious touch, while the pastel background tones give the invitation a romantic and dreamy atmosphere. Soft, natural lighting makes the design feel both sophisticated and timeless, perfect for garden or cozy outdoor weddings. We're now getting closer to completing the bigger picture of our wedding preparations. First, we designed our album cover, then we brought our chosen slogan and logo together on the invitation, shaping the overall concept. Now it's time to focus on the details that will enrich the visual harmony of our wedding. This time, we're bringing our logo to life on the wedding essentials: elegant water bottles, stylish candles, and beautifully crafted gift boxes. With this approach, every little detail becomes a meaningful part of our wedding story. To make this faster, we just need to create mock-ups of our logo on different items like bottles, candles, and wedding gift boxes. You can find all the prompts and sample images above. Feel free to tweak the prompts or even swap in your own materials. For example, you can upload your own candle or bottle photo for the mockup. All you have to do is upload your image and write the related prompt. Even the water bottles on the tables will feel like a natural part of our wedding concept. In the same way, I also created prompts to place our logo on the candles and gift boxes. This ensures that every decorative piece works together to create a cohesive and elegant atmosphere. Through these designs, we are crafting not just a wedding but a thoughtfully organized, visually rich, and deeply personal celebration. So far, we've made amazing progress for our wedding preparations. The invitation, the album cover, the candles, the water bottles, and the gift boxes. We've created mockups for all of them using our custom designed logo. This way, we've built a consistent wedding concept and made sure every detail looks stylish and cohesive. But here's the exciting part. What if we want to see how all these designs look together? To check if everything truly matches and creates the harmony we imagine. It's very simple. We just go back to Nanobank, upload the mockup images we've created, and enter the prompt. In just a moment, we can see all our products side by side in one frame and get a glimpse of the magical atmosphere our wedding will have. So here is the master mockup prompt. Create a series of realistic wedding product mockups featuring the Always in Love logo. The logo should have interlocking serif initials A and M as the central monogram, encircled by delicate thin floral line art. Apply a luxurious gold foil or embossed effect on the initials and floral details. Again, I am going to cut the rest of the prompt. The result is amazing. The idea to put the gold logo on all those different wedding items, the album, bottle, candle, and gift box works beautifully. The image feels real, warm, and romantic. It confirms that all your products look great together because they share the exact same luxurious gold look and soft sunset lighting. The whole collection feels unified. You achieved your goal of creating a beautiful, cohesive wedding concept where every piece belongs. It's perfect. Our design journey is almost complete. We've placed our chosen logo on all the products as mock-ups, built the overall concept, and even visualized how everything would look arranged on the wedding tables, all thanks to Nano Banan. But there's still one thing missing, isn't there? We need to capture that unforgettable moment, the bride and groom sitting together at the signing table, putting their signatures in the wedding book. We've designed everything ourselves, and now it's time to see this magical scene come to life. The couple at the signing table, surrounded by all the elements of our concept. It's the final touch that brings our wedding story together. For this, I've created a special prompt called Wedding Signing Scene. We'll also explore a few other stunning scenes that can be created in the same way. You can find all these prompts in the attached file under the lecture. Now, let's bring this unforgettable signing moment to life with our first prompt. First of all, we just need to upload all the images into Nanobanana. And next, just write the correct prompt. Create a hyper-realistic scene of the bride and groom signing their wedding book. They are seated at a luxurious, elegantly decorated table adorned with wedding products featuring the Always in Love logo, including candles, gift boxes, water bottles, and floral arrangements. The bride and groom should be naturally posed, focusing on the signing with soft, romantic expressions. Since the prompt is quite long, I'll trim it a bit to help us use our time efficiently. And the result is fantastic! It really captures the magic you are going for. Here's why it works so beautifully. It actually feels like you're right there, witnessing this intimate, perfect moment. The emotion is so real. You ask for soft, romantic expressions, and the couple delivers exactly that. Their focus on the signing book, your branded piece keeps the whole scene grounded and authentic. The setting is dreamy. That golden hour light isn't just bright, it's soft and warm, wrapping around the couple and the table. It turns a simple vineyard into this exclusive, magical wedding spot. And the products your logo on the bottles, candles, and gift boxes don't feel like props at all. They feel like part of the couple's real choices for their special day. That seamless fit shows your branding naturally belongs in this romantic, luxurious vibe. This isn't just a mock-up. It's like a window into the feeling and experience your brand creates. That's perfect storytelling. I'd like to briefly touch on the topic of character consistency, as this can sometimes come up during the process. While experimenting, you may notice that the bride or the groom or even both don't always look exactly the same as in the previous images. In general, Gemini handles this quite well and usually keeps the characters consistent. However, occasional interpretation errors can happen. In such cases, I have a few key suggestions. 1. Upload a high-quality photo to NanoBanan that clearly shows the face of the person whose character you want to create. 2. Start your work in a new page or a new project to avoid mixing data from previous attempts. 3. Upload as few photos as possible, only the best selected ones. Too many images can sometimes confuse the model and lead to inconsistent results. Things can get a bit more complex here because we often want to include both the bride and groom, along with products featuring our logo, such as candles, bottles, and gift boxes in the same scene. That means more variables for NanoBanan to interpret. That's why I recommend trying a few different variations to find the best, most consistent result. Moreover, instead of loading too many details into a single prompt, first focus on getting the characters right and make sure you're happy with them. Then, gradually add the other elements such as the logo branded products into the scene. This approach helps the model stay focused and usually produces more consistent results. I prepared a few special prompts for different signing scenes, and you can find all these variations in the attached file. Now it's your turn to bring your imagined scene to life. You can either tweak the prompts or keep them as they are and add extra instructions to create a scene that perfectly matches your vision. I'm also sharing some of the scenes I selected along with their prompts. With these images, our wedding concept truly comes alive. The best part? We created all of these stunning visuals entirely with NanoBanan. Bringing every detail we imagined to life has made this process truly exciting and inspiring. Finally, we created the album cover as a mock-up using our logo concept. From the invitations to the gift boxes, we made sure every item matched our logo and completed the overall concept. We also styled the bride and groom beautifully and generated all the wedding photos within our concept. Now the album cover is ready, but if we turn the photos inside the album into a collage, we can capture the entire wedding concept in one place. This way, the memories are preserved in a more powerful and meaningful way. That's why I want to wrap up this lesson with a few special prompts that will allow you to create collages from all the photos we've produced. You can find all these collage prompts along with the related lesson materials in the attached file.
Thomas Schaefer. Не боимся мы волка и сову. Твоя ложечка там, да?
Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to make something that might sound complex. Professional image prompting. Feels simple, fun, and totally doable for anyone. By the end of this lecture, you will know exactly how to write clear, powerful prompts that generate high quality, professional images, even if you have never done it before. Think of this as your prompt formula, the same structure used by top designers, professionals, photographers, and AI creators. It's all about telling the AI what to create, how it should look, how it's captured, and what kind of mood or story it should have. Let's break it down together, step by step. First layer is the subject, what we are creating. This is the foundation of your entire prompt. You're simply telling the AI what the image should be about the main thing we want to see. But here's the trick. The more specific you are, the more control you gain. Don't say, a watch, because the AI will just guess. Say, a futuristic luxury smartwatch. Now the AI knows exactly what direction to take. If it's a person, add what they are doing. If it's an object, add a style word like realistic, cinematic, minimalist, vintage, etc. Example, a realistic luxury smartwatch floating in zero gravity. A style, main subject, doing something in location or situation. Let's break each part down. Style equals one word that sets the tone. Realistic, elegant, futuristic, cinematic, vintage. Main subject equals what the image is about. Smartwatch, woman, car, robot, camera. Doing something equals an action or small behavior. Floating, walking, glowing, reading, driving. Location or situation equals where it's happening. In zero gravity, in a forest, on a city street, at night. If you fill those 4 blanks, you already have a strong opening line. Next layer 2, the look how it appears. Now we describe what the subject is made of and what tiny details make it realistic. Ask yourself, what material is it? What color? What texture? Are there small details that make it believable? These microdescriptions are what turn an AI image into something that looks like it came from a real studio. Example, it has a black ceramic body, polished titanium edges, and a glowing blue digital screen with fine micro scratches for realism. Made of material with color or tone, featuring small details. Material equals what it's built from. Metal, ceramic, fabric, glass, carbon fiber. Color or tone equals the overall color style. Matte black, warm gold, icy blue, soft pastel. Small details equals realism boosters. Scratches, reflections, highlights, texture marks. Think of it like painting the object with words. And next, layer 3, the shot. How it's captured. This is where we talk like photographers and filmmakers. You're describing camera angle, lighting, focus, image quality. These elements tell the AI how we want the image to feel visually, as if we are directing a real photo shoot. Example, captured in close-up with soft studio lighting, a shallow depth of field, and cinematic highlights. Let's break it down camera angles. Close-up, wide shot, low angle, macro shot, portrait angle. Lighting style, soft studio light, natural daylight, neon lighting, dramatic shadows. Focus style, sharp focus, shallow depth of field, blurred background, macro focus. This layer is what gives your images that professional cinematic polish. Let's move on to layer 4, the mood. Now, let's decide the feeling of the image. This is the emotional layer. Ask, what mood should the image give? Calm, dramatic, futuristic, clean? What style of environment matches that mood? One short sentence can completely change how your image feels. Here is the example. The scene feels clean and luxurious with a soft spotlight against a dark minimalist background. Mood pattern in the style of art or photography with a mood atmosphere in a background type. Here is the breakdown. Art or photography style. cinematic photography, editorial fashion, product commercial, film noir, mood, luxurious, calm, mysterious, energetic, futuristic, background type, dark minimalist backdrop, neon city, forest, sci-fi lab. This is like setting the stage for your subject. This is the layer 5, the filters. What to avoid? This layer protects your image from unwanted surprises. Negative prompts tell the AI, please don't add this, this, or this. You're removing blur, extra people, text, distortion, unwanted objects. So, here's an example. Exclude blurry, low quality, cartoonish, distorted, or multiple subjects. No undesired element, such as specific examples. Undesired element equals the category. Blur, text, distortion, extra objects. And also specific examples equals what exactly you don't want. No blur, no grain, no extra people, no text. This keeps your final image clean and focused. Let's take a look at full example that covers all layers. A realistic luxury smartwatch, floating in zero gravity. It has a matte black ceramic case with polished titanium edges and a glowing blue digital screen. Shot in close-up with soft studio lighting and a shallow depth of field for cinematic focus. The background is dark and minimalist, giving it a high-end futuristic vibe. Rendered in ultra-high resolution. No blur, no text, no extra watches. And so, let's take a look at the example prompt. A sleek electric car on a wet city street at night. Made of glossy metallic silver with glowing blue lines and raindrops on the surface. Shot with cinematic lighting from a low-angle perspective. The mood is futuristic and energetic. No blur, no text, no crowd. Here is your complete formula. Just remember these sentences. What is it? How it looks, how it's shot, the vibe, and what to avoid. That's your professional 5-layer prompt. Now go ahead, pick any object around you and build a 5-layer prompt. You'll instantly see the difference in clarity, consistency, and cinematic depth. Your next image is going to look amazing with this structure. Welcome back. It's really great to see you here again. In the previous lesson, we explored how the 5-layer prompt structure works and why it makes your images look so much more professional. Today, we are going to make everything feel even more natural by looking at real examples. I'll walk you through the first 2 slowly and clearly, and you'll find the rest attached, so you can explore them whenever you want. We begin with the premium headphones example. The moment we look at the subject, things stay clean and focused. Just one pair of wireless headphones floating above a marble surface. That single simple idea is what gives the prompt its clarity. Then we move into the look. Here details like matte black aluminum, soft leather cushions, and a hint of gold help the AI see the materials in a realistic way. When we shift into the shot, think of it exactly the way a photographer would set it up: close-up angle, balanced studio lighting, and a smooth blur behind the product. That choice alone adds a professional feel immediately. After that comes the mood, which in this case is modern, clean, and high-end with a minimalist vibe. And finally, we use filters to keep everything sharp and tidy by saying what we don't want. No blur, no text, no reflections. When all 5 layers come together, the full prompt reads like a complete description rather than a list of ingredients, and learners can use it exactly as it is. Now let's look at the elegant dress example. Again, we begin with a focused subject. One long red silk dress on a glossy mannequin in a boutique. Starting with one clear visual prevents confusion and makes the model's job easier. Moving into the look, soft details like flowing silk, gentle highlights, and natural folds help the AI render convincing fabric. Then we imagine the shot from a photographer's point of view, a full body fashion angle with soft diffused lighting which always works beautifully for clothing. From there, we ease into the mood, aiming for something luxurious and editorial, almost like a magazine photo. And just like before, filters protect the final image by removing distractions such as wrinkles or background clutter. When you blend these 5 layers, you get a polished, professional prompt that students can adapt instantly for any fashion scene. You'll find the rest of the examples in the attachment foot, architecture, character design, and more each built with the exact same 5-layer recipe. Once learners start recognizing these patterns, creating their own high-quality prompts becomes fast, intuitive, and genuinely enjoyable.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are really trying to crack the code on high-end professional image prompting.
Yeah.
We're talking about moving past just asking for, a basic photo and getting straight into generating images that look like they came out of a professional design studio.
Or a cinematic film shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our mission today is to boil down the exact prompt formula, the structure that top designers and AI creators are actually using.
Right.
So you can get those consistent professional results every single time.
And it really is all about predictability. I think when people fail at this, it's because they treat the AI like some kind of magic box.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're doing today is giving you a mental map. We're breaking it all down into 5 distinct actionable layers.
5 layers, okay.
And these layers, they give you control over what you create, how it should look, how it's captured by the camera, and, fundamentally, the mood. If you master these 5 layers, that randomness just disappears.
Okay, let's unpack that. Let's start with layer 1, the subject. This is the foundation, right? Just telling the AI the main thing we want to see.
It is, but the sources we looked at all hammer this one point home. Specificity is everything. It's how you get control from the very first word.
Okay, so walk me through that.
Think of the AI as a super talented junior designer, but one that gets confused easily.
Right.
If you just say a watch, that poor designer has thousands of options. It could be a cartoon watch, a cheap digital one, a vintage pocket watch.
Just guessing at that point. You lose all control from the start.
Exactly. So the goal in layer 1 is to give it the context and the style right up front. Instead of just a watch, you define it. You say a futuristic luxury smartwatch.
Okay. So now you've added style, you've added a quality level.
Precisely. And that leads us to a really practical formula for this first line. It's a comprehensive opening statement. A style main subject doing something in location or situation.
That structure is pretty powerful because it forces you to think beyond just the object itself. So we break that down. Style would be realistic, vintage.
Yeah, or cinematic, elegant. And if you choose cinematic, for example, you're already telling the AI about lighting and color grading before you've even gotten to those layers.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's all intertwined.
Connected. It's total synergy. And then you fill out the rest, maybe the main subject is a robot doing something like floating, and the location is in 0 gravity. Now you have a vivid, constrained scene, not just a guess.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
So now let's pivot. We've set the scene. What about getting the details right? Layer 2, which is the look.
Yes. And this is the layer that I think truly separates a decent AI image from something that looks like it's from a high-end commercial photo shoot. It's all about the micro description.
The look. So what kind of detail are we talking about here? It's not enough just to say what color it is.
Right. No, not at all. You have to ask yourself, what's it made of? What's the surface texture like? What are the tiny, believable details that give it life? For that smartwatch, we go beyond futuristic and we specify.
How so?
We'd say something like, it has a black ceramic body, polished titanium edges, and a glowing blue digital screen with fine micro scratches for realism.
See, that's fascinating. The fine micro scratches. That seems counterintuitive. Why add an imperfection to a luxury item?
Because perfect, flawless surfaces often scream computer generated.
Ah, I see.
Real objects have wear. They have dust, reflections, little scratches. That hint of perfect imperfection, it tricks your eye into believing the image is real, not just a render.
So the practical pattern for layer 2 is something like, Made of material with color or tone featuring small details, you're building texture and even a history into the object.
You've got it. Use things like matte black for the tone and then focus on those realism boosters, reflections, dewdrops, texture marks. That's what takes it to the next level.
Okay, so we have the object and its details. Let's move on to how we're actually seeing it. Layer 3, the shot. This is where you basically become the director of photography.
Yes, you're directing the camera angle, the lighting, the focus, the whole image quality. If you skip this layer, the AI just defaults to like a flat, boring snapshot.
But if we direct it, we get something specific and professional. Something like captured in close-up with soft studio lighting, a shallow depth of field, and cinematic highlights.
And for anyone listening who isn't a photographer, shallow depth of field is a game changer. It just means the background gets really blurry. It melts away, making your subject pop.
Right, it's that professional portrait look.
Exactly.
So the structure here gives you incredible control. Shot with camera angle type and lighting style with focus style. If you want drama, you pair a low angle with dramatic shadows.
Or for a product shot, you'd want that sharp focus and soft studio light. Knowing just a few of these terms, low angle, neon lighting, blurred background, is the key.
It's the switch from amateur to pro.
Now we get a little more abstract, but this is so powerful. Layer 4, the mood.
The emotional layer.
Exactly. It's setting the stage, defining the feeling of the image, the environment it lives in.
And it's amazing how one short sentence here can completely change the feel of the whole image. Is it clean and luxurious or, I don't know, distressed and mysterious?
And it has to align with layer 1. For our luxury smartwatch, we need a luxurious environment. So a good mood description would be, the scene feels clean and luxurious with a soft spotlight against a dark, minimalist background.
Notice he didn't even mention the watch again in that line.
Don't need to. You're defining the context, the stage for the watch to exist on.
So what if we chose a mood like energetic? How would that affect the other layers?
Well, an energetic mood would probably push the AI towards brighter, high contrast colors, maybe some motion blur. Even if you asked for soft lighting earlier, the energy of the scene might just override that a bit.
I see. So the pattern is basically in the style of art or photography with a mood, atmosphere, and a background type.
Yeah, and that lets you get super specific. You could say editorial fashion style with a mysterious mood in a sci-fi lab. The AI gets that blend instantly.
Okay, so we've built up this incredibly detailed prompt, 4 layers deep. Now we get to layer 5, the filters. Why do we need a final defensive layer?
Because the AI, for all its brilliance, can still make weird mistakes. It hallucinates.
Right.
Layer 5, the negative prompt, is your quality control. This is where you explicitly tell the AI, please do not add this. You're protecting your work.
So we're getting rid of things like, random bits of text, weird distortions.
The extra people, unwanted objects, yeah. The practical pattern is simple. No undesired elements, such as specific examples.
And there are some common ones you should probably always include.
Absolutely. The default list should be something like exclude blurry, low quality, cartoonish, distorted, or multiple subjects. It just prevents those little imperfections that can ruin a professional looking image.
Okay, so let's tie all 5 layers together now. Let's make one powerful command.
We can summarize the whole structure in one memorable sentence. What it is, plus how it looks, plus how it's shot, plus the vibe, plus what to avoid.
Perfect. Let's run through the full example with the luxury smartwatch, reading it exactly as you'd feed it to the AI. First, layer 1.
The subject.
Subject. A realistic luxury smartwatch floating in 0 gravity.
Layer 2. The look.
Look. It has a matte black ceramic case with polished titanium edges and a glowing blue digital screen.
Layer 3. The shot.
Shot. Shot in close-up with soft studio lighting and a shallow depth of field for cinematic focus.
Layer 4. The mood.
Mood. The background is dark and minimalist, giving it a high-end futuristic vibe.
And finally, layer 5. The filter.
Filter, no blur, no text, no extra watches.
And that package, it leaves nothing to chance. You've controlled the subject, the texture, the photography, the atmosphere, and the quality control. That's maximum predictability.
And to give you something you can use right away, let's use that universal prompt template on a totally different subject.
Yeah.
An electric car. The structure just works. So, subject. A sleek electric car on a wet city street at night. Made of glossy metallic silver with glowing blue lines and raindrops on the surface.
Shot.
Shot with cinematic lighting from a low-angle perspective.
The mood.
The mood is futuristic and energetic.
And the filter.
No blur, no text, no crowd.
And that template right there is the real takeaway. By organizing your thoughts into these 5 layers, subject, look, shot, mood, and filter, you're just guaranteeing total control. You're moving way beyond random outputs and into, genuinely professional creation.
This has been incredibly useful. So as a final thought for you to take away and explore, building on layer 2, the look. What is the smallest, most granular detail, like those fine micro scratches or the raindrops on the surface, that you will intentionally add to your next prompt? How will you elevate it from a simple sketch to a truly professional image? Think tiny, think believable, and see what happens.